Alright, so use question mark to check all of the commands, and instead of typing show, you can check the same way. Type in S question mark. There are 4 options there. If you want to look for the shortcut for show, type in H and C. There's only, so instead of show, you type in SH. Right now, hit enter. It says incomplete command. It means this command, this letter SH is not enough, right? It is not a command. There are few more keywords there. So SH space question mark. There are many options you see now. Starting from AAA till line, and then hit enter or type in this, press this space bar. You see a lot of, go up, these many options were there. Okay, so I want to type in show IP route, right? One is that this show IP space route, like SH space IP space route, right? One option is, let me see if there is any further keyword with I question mark. Yes, so I have to minimum type IP. Now there are 2, IP or IPv6. Okay, so if you simply hit space, it means you want IP, right? And then use question mark. So these are the options. Let's see what do we have with R. You can use question mark, or you can even hit tab there. Tab is not completing because there are options there, further keywords, new keywords, rip and route. I want to type in route, so if I type in O, that will be enough. SH IP RO. So instead of typing this show IP route, it would have been show IP RO. The same thing. So let's move further. Use the up arrow button, question mark. Now it still has many more options after this route, but you see this CR, it means carriage return. It says that though there are many options, but those are optional. Means these are all keywords, these are optional. So if we stop at this stage, we can still get the output. Okay, so if we want routes for EIGRP, type in EIGRP, right? So it will show us the routes for EIGRP. So this is the way you can use shorthand, right? Shortcuts. So you learned about question mark, you learned about this carriage return. Carriage return means there are optional keywords after this. If you hit enter, command will run, right? And if there is no carriage return, it means it is mandatory for you to choose one of the options. Let me show you. If you type in show IP, it says incomplete command. Show IP question mark. You see that there is no carriage return. So one of these options or keywords I need to choose. This is a mandatory, like show IP SSH. All right. So, or show IP route, or show IP interface. All right. So you learned about these things. See, if I type in and doesn't work here, so it is translating. It assumed that it's a website or it's a domain name. That is why now it is translating to domain server. So to be able to, now it will waste your 2-3 minutes. You have to wait. It's very painful. The best way is that you should do is you type in the command no IP domain server, which means that it will not look for domain. I mean, it will not look to translate the name, and it will not waste your 2-3 minutes. Now we have to wait. So let me see if I can type in Control C or Control X. No, Control Shift 6x. No. So let us wait. So this is sometimes very painful. Okay, now it stopped, right? So if you type in any keyword which is not part of any command, then it will do this kind of shitty thing. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's move to configure terminal and do the configuration. So configuration cannot happen in privilege mode, right? If I type in interface fast Ethernet or gigabit Ethernet, it says no, it is not possible. So this is not a right place. You have to go to configure terminal mode, type in int and tab. It completed the keyword because there was only one option, interface, and for gigabit type in G and hit tab. Now it completed this portion, but now we need to pick the number. Type in question mark. It has 9 possible options. So if you scroll up, when we ran that command show IP interface brief, it showed us 4 interfaces. So let's try to configure the first interface. It was 0/0. Okay, so let's enable it. Command is no shutdown. So instead of no shutdown, you type in no sh. That will be equivalent to shutdown. You want to test it, tab. Okay, so this is just like enabling an interface. So if you want to verify, if you want to run the commands which are supposed to be run in privilege mode, you want to run here in this config mode. Let's see that. Type in show IP interface brief and see it says invalid. So if you want to run show commands in the configuration terminal or in config mode, the solution to this is use the keyword do. This is a hint, a kind of hack. So when we run show IP interface brief, we should have run do space show IP interface brief. The command ran. Okay, so this was actually a command of this privilege mode, right? But we could do it from the config mode. This is, remember that do keyword here, right? But we cannot do the other way around. So let's go to this privilege mode and try to type in interface gigabit 0/0. It is not possible. The only option is that you have to move to config mode and do it. Okay, so I was telling you to disable that domain server, no IP domain. Let me see if there is any domain lookup. Yeah, no IP domain lookup, hit enter. So when I typed in the command any wrong command, it was translating it, right? Now it is not doing it. So this is something that you should be doing it when you log in into a router for the first time ever. No IP domain lookup. If you have a DNS server, then you have to define it. All right, but otherwise it will waste your time. Earlier it wasted us our 2-3 minutes. We could have done something productive at that time. All right, so this AND was converting, now it is not, right? Type in exit. This is the user mode, and enable is the command to move to privilege mode. Other command is disable, again back to user mode. So here I cannot go to config mode directly. I cannot. I have to move it like that. Enable, okay, and configuration terminal. All right. So here, if you want to type in the command on the privilege mode, like show history, do show history. Okay, we have not to show. Okay, it it says that it is the history of the commands you ran. Alright, this is in the privilege mode. Because we have actually gone back to user mode, so we lost the history. So let me see config terminal. I go to interface gig 0/0 no shut no shut. Now if I do show history here, yeah, now it is saying okay, all the history. This is a very important command.